Hey guys, this is Pluto. It's your first video. I am just on here kind of copying my favorite creators. I think everyone should talk and be active in our democracy. And first you have to like lead the change you want in the world, right? So yeah, it's my first video. It's kind of uncomfortable, but yeah. Today we're gonna talk about you know my political background and maybe some Newsmax. I think I just want to talk about Newsmax. This is like I'm like trying to use the intellectual meek my way in there. No, I'm just gonna talk about some fucking Newsmax, pretty much. Newsmax. They have their live stream. They've got all this stuff around here. Let's see how long it takes before we run into a boo boo bang in the war drum. Yep, Putin. 2 hours ago. They see how fast they upload. They don't get that much views each because they upload so much. I realize, but this is literally, this is literally just I don't even know. It's literally just fucking propaganda after propaganda. We've all seen, let me pull it up. We've all seen, this a famous clip. No, I don't want to use this random fucking article. Just find me the video. Just find me the video. Wow. Suddenly it's like erased from humanity. It's this video. As we wait, I'm gonna play some of my music. 5, 4, 3, 2, Alright. 1. Alright. 0. Alright. Engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff. Oh my gosh. Look, liftoff. We have liftoff. Finally. Oh, this is the one. Yeah, this is the exact clip that I'm thinking. It loaded. You can read this. Obviously, it probably just talks about whatever. But this is.
I can tell you this.
First thing when I think of Newsmax, this is it. Right, I pretty much agree with this dude right here. This is it. This is it. One of the best clips in Newsmax. 6.1 million views
Trump.
Right here.
And I know there's a lot of people on the left that want to try to blame President Trump. He wanted out of Afghanistan real bad. He was real frustrated not being able to get out, but he didn't pull out because he knew this would happen. In fact, we all did. I called it on this program. My 12-year-old son knew about it.
Oh yeah, I forget about this. Yeah, let me just talk about this. I guess this will give my opinion on war best, because we will be talking about World War III coming up. But yeah, this was during the pullout of Afghanistan this August, and I guess yeah, there was a lot. Just during that time, there was a lot of from especially this channel beating the war drum. We need to go back into Afghanistan. We need to show these people what's up. We need to go back to war. Show us that America's the best. Instead of just saying like, fuck, man, we lost another war. We're literally just going to war in these like foreign nations, literal for just war. I think about this a lot, honestly. Yeah, and this was part of it. They were talking about the plans, who's going to pull out of Afghanistan. Joe Biden had a plan. Trump had a plan. Trump was going to pull him out in fucking May. Like, what was his plan? Honestly. And Biden pulled out later than that, but they still had no fucking plan. It was a shit show. I agree the pullout was bad, but, what you need to do, what you need to say when you're thinking about it is like, would you rather continue to be there, killing Iraqi citizens? And this is before we get back to this idea. How many... We'll just go straight to the Wikipedia. Wikipedia, best source. But, 408. Like, look at all these civilian deaths. We went in and we killed 1,800 civilians were killed as a result of armed hostilities. 2,118. And I mean, you can honestly, like, there's probably an article and shit about all of this. But then, oh, it has all the information about that. But we probably killed more past 2011. I mean, we were in war for 10 more years after that. You have to think about that. And I'm finally glad we were pulling out of it. That was my opinion. But yeah, I'm glad but it was a shit show. And you can't ignore that. But that's just like the consequence of American fucking imperialism, is that we, we'll just go into other countries now and just take their resources, which is one part of it. But second part of it is we wage endless wars just for those fucking resources. So if you wanted to know my opinion on the military and on the war, any sort of war, that's kind of it. I'm against it. I don't think we should be going to war in foreign nations. We shouldn't be using that as a, excuse, pretty much, as to why, like, we shouldn't be solving the issues in our own country, I guess. So yeah, that's like, this is what was going on. It was during Afghanistan. I got a little sidetracked, but yeah.
I can tell you this didn't happen under President Trump. And I know there's a lot of people on the left that want to try to blame President Trump. He wanted out of Afghanistan real bad. He was real frustrated not being able to get out. But he didn't pull out because he knew this would happen. In fact, we all did. I called it on this program. My 12-year-old son knew about it. And so
and let's just talk about this politically wise. Trump totally set up Biden with this, like, he had all 4 years to fucking pull out. He saves it. And he's like, I'll do it if I get elected and blah, 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 blah. Trump would have never, if he would have never fucking pulled the troops out. He's not against that. He's not against the military going dicking around in foreign wars. He doesn't care. He wants that. We make money off that. Remember, we make money off of that. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, let's continue.
That are stuck. To me, that's a hostage situation. But Joe, I appreciate you working to get them out.
That hostage situation.
Really do, yeah. And I wish you all
with due respect, Grant. I mean, like, veterans, being one.
Right.
We followed this closely for multiple administrations, and we know the Trump's administration's efforts here were fairly weak. That they were trying to limit the number of people that would get out.
Look at the rage in his face.
Joe, I'm gonna cut you off. I'm already weak. I'm already low on time, Joe.
He's speaking just a little too much truth to my audience. He's actually offering a perspective that looks at the whole situation and not just Trump. Trump is my favorite. Like, literally, this is what it turns into. It's like, my supreme leader. It's like, if that's how fragile your, opinion of your leader is that if someone criticizes him, you're like, I need to get him off my show, then you need to be asking the question about democracy and, like, your ability to look at information and what you're trying to do. If you're kicking people off your show because you don't agree with them, and Tucker Carlson does this too. I want to pull up some of these alt-right, pipeline videos that, like, get into Tucker Carlson. He has all these, like, you can't cuck the tuck, like, shit like that. It's so stupid, because in all honesty, it just turns into them shouting over their guest, and they go, get him off the screen. And if you want to talk about, like, him actually doing that, pull up the fucking, sorry, getting sidetracked again.
Cut him off now.
Cut him off.
You're not going to blame this on President Trump on my show.
Like, what the fuck?
It's not happening. Now, I appreciate the work that you're doing. This is America we live in. God bless you for being a veteran. God bless you for trying to get Americans out.
God bless you.
But don't come on this program and take the talking points of the left.
Don't be thinking of different things. It's the left. Don't be thinking for yourself. Literal. Like, it's so clear on the way he's speaking. Do you want someone who is just, like, explaining what they think solutions for issues, or just saying everything this person says is wrong and let me go through why what they say is wrong? It doesn't actually show your own ideas. These people are consumed with ideas of money, wealth accumulation, and shit like that. But you'd rather... Sorry.
That's not helping anybody. The Biden administration screwed this up from the very start.
You know
it. I know it. The country
we know
knows
it. Everything's
call
fucked
them not
because of
hostages.
Biden.
I
And they
don't know how
haven't
you don't
pushed
call
through
them
like
hostages.
one single thing of legislation through Congress, and Biden's just done executive order, like very little executive orders. And even if you want to even talk about Biden, he's not going to talk about the fucking crisis at our border that Biden's creating. And if he does, all he's going to say is literally, "We need to get the fucking people of color out of here. Get them out." They don't have any view that isn't like immediate, like a red flag.
They're stuck in Afghanistan with a country overrun with terrorists.
I guess this
that
is
are willing
videos
to
of
kill
me
them
going
all.
over my favorite part, but
I'm mad about that, man. I really am.
I'm mad. I'm furious when some guest comes on my show and gives an alternate point of view to the propaganda that I'm spewing out. It takes away from all this hard work I'm doing of putting, educating these Americans, fine patriots of all this. It's not fucking real. These people, this alt-right thing is like, they used to make, what I liked about them is they used to make fun of people like this. They used to say, "Oh, you're just triggered. You're triggered." Literally now, it's like Republicans are triggered over facts. And they used to be, it felt like, at least the way they presented themselves was like, we're facts over feelings. We are the logical side. We are the side. But then you look deeper and they're just like, don't listen to the other side. Only listen to what we're saying. Only listen to like Nazi, like, yeah, I keep falling down this little pipeline, this little hole. Fall down this little hole of mine. Get me out of here. All right, that's a little just background on this. So now let's get into the real meat and potatoes. Fuck, I've been recording for 15 minutes. This is gonna be a lot of editing, I'm realizing. Wow. Okay. Putin does not take seriously. Political winds are changing. Biden. This is 13 minutes ago. This was uploaded 13 minutes ago. Newsmax.
Invade, he could, the entire country, or a lot less than that as well, for Russia, not only in terms of economic consequences and political consequences.
Yeah, so this is all, it's kind of boring. I don't really want to watch some random fucking, Biden talking about Putin or whatever. I don't want to watch this. Like, it's interesting, and yeah, do they get into
enormous
more,
consequences worldwide?
When do they start talking about it?
This would be the largest if he were to move.
So pretty much how I feel about this whole Russia-Ukraine shit is that it sucks. I don't want Russia to invade Ukraine. But we are America. We need to remember. I'm not like a nationalist, but like, why are we so like fine-tuned? It's so interesting that right when you look at, like, let's just pull up the stock market. Yeah. Stock market data, money.cnn.com. Like, oh, it was down recently. NASDAQ, the Dow Jones is down. Like, things are down. And what can you do to start oh, I guess it's up again. But whatever. Things were down yesterday. Things are really, really, we're in like a really, really like politically tense time. And especially when it comes to like class consciousness wise, I think it's slowly building. I think we need more. Like, this is why I'm starting to make videos or whatever. But war is the one way they can kick that little capitalist system back into action. They can kick it into action by saying, oh, we have to go to war with fucking like China. It's and Russia. And it's like, okay, I agree, like, that is a threat. But should we be focusing on our international like stance, or should we be focusing on the issues in America that are like hurting people every day, like homelessness, like healthcare, like shit like that, that's more important? This is what I'm asking. And so when I see this, when I see, it's all anyone's talking about. This is the issue. It's like, yes, I would prefer that we didn't have any sort of war in the world, period. Like, I would prefer Russia didn't invade Ukraine. But if they do, doesn't need to be a global conflict. but because of our position in the world and the way that our system runs, it's like, I don't want to go to war with Russia. That's literal World War III. Like something that's been brewing since the Cold War shit. But no, I don't want to go to war with Russia if they invade Ukraine. It's because we've built these huge international systems that are like funding and, mooching off of the war. Like who's going to profit if Russia goes to war? Not the Russian citizens. Putin, all of his fucking allies. It's the same shit. Different side, same shit. And so, I guess, yeah, I don't really want to watch. Yeah, I don't want to watch that video. It's too boring. It's like not worth my time. I think I got pretty much the point I wanted to say across in the video. Thanks for watching. If you made it this far, I really appreciate it. I don't know when I'm going to be posting or what I'm going to be doing. I'm figuring it out. It's my first video, but yeah, peace and love. Peace and love. Peace and love. Think and shout out to all the people I look up to for this content inspiration. Hassan, H3H3, and the late and great, and no one knows about him, RM Brown. No one knows about that motherfucker, but he's inspiration, big time. All right, peace and love. Peace and love. See you later.